Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear us? Let us know in the chat if you can hear us. Hi, I'm Graham Hughes. This is Chris Rossi, and we are about to head out again to Ukraine, well, to the border of Ukraine, with supplies that we've got in the back all boxed up here. And we'll be going to pick up some refugees in Poland and take them to where they need to go. In this case, our refugees need to go to Manchester, which we will talk about in a minute. The first thing we need to know is, can you hear us? So please let us know in the chat if you can hear us all right, and if we're not crackly or sounding a bit rubbish. If we are, please drop us a message saying you sound rubbish, or if we're not, send something saying we sound great. Up to you. Le tunnel, le shuttle. We are 1 hour and 13 minutes from the Eurotunnel. Can hear you. Okay, that's great, Pineapple Boy, but does it sound any good? Like, you can hear me like I sound like a scratchy old record from the past that's a bit creepy, or you can hear me like you can probably hear me because it sounds all right. Please let us know in the chat. We're about to run out of fuel then.
Close.
Do you know how much it was? Did you see? £84. £84 to fill up a tank. Madness. Sound is great. Oh, do you know what isn't great? Put me fucking light on. In the people trafficking business? No, because we're not making any money out of it. So it's hardly a business. I don't think. Could you put that on there? Oh, that works. It's not very bright though, is it?
No, it's going to keep sliding across. You can see us.
Oh, do you know what I was going to do? I was going to put these legs on it so it wouldn't slide about. Oh. Shit happens. So, what did you get from the shop, Bear?
I got snacks.
Yeah, what snacks did you get there?
I got snacks. I got your Coke.
Thank you.
I got Twixies.
Cool. Can I take this out, or is that going to...
That's okay.
There's a place to put my drink there, you see. There you go.
Right, I got snack. I got Twixies. I got Whispers.
Careless Whisper.
And they're a peppermint.
Cool.
What's it? A few of those bars.
You grab that light and you reach it. You grab it while we're not moving. Or is that going to be too difficult?
Too difficult.
Now you're doing Coke too. I know, Pineapple Boy. I'm a dreadful influence.
Big peppermint.
Ah, there you go.
Right.
It's full time.
Whoa!
No, attach that to the bottom of it if you can. Sounds great, says Cash Dummy. Thank you. Yes, but enough about my dulcet tones. How's the audio? Bright light! Doesn't have to be quite so bright. Turn it right down. They can get a gist. Of what's going on.
Only a gist.
A gist. Well, if you put
Just
the light,
just a gist.
if we put the light down, the lane was supposed to be in.
There we go.
I'm just crossing over all the lanes.
Just a gist.
Oh, I'm not going down there. Hey, missed you at Games Night Cash. Oh yes, sorry, my Discord server is it still working? The new one. If there's any problems with it, please let me know in the chat now, because otherwise I haven't even looked at it. I'm really sorry. I've been really busy doing all this. You're gonna stop. You're tricky.
I think she would.
Pardon?
She didn't. She carried on going.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's not good. Good job I hadn't opened my Diet Coke.
Yeah. Do you want to open it now?
So I'll tell you a funny story. Earlier I stopped at KFC and I said to Bear, do you want anything? He said, yeah, I want a drink. And I said, okay, what do you want? He said, orange. So I got him some orange juice. Because he didn't say Fanta or Sunkist or Tango.
It was small, it was wee.
Hashtag just saying. Yeah, a little bit of pure orange. It was pure orange juice though, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It was quite nice.
Nice, that's refreshing. That's all you need after a hard day of driving about. So, welcome to UK4UKR. It is Monday the 25th of April 2021. I'm Graham Hughes, this is Chris Rossi.
2021.
2022 even! Bloody hell. Good job you're here. Anyway,
we're going to get so lost.
Well, it'll be Google's fault. I'll blame it on the Googles. So we're heading over. We've got a ton of boxes to drop off at the border, and I've actually got a refugee and her 2 children and her dog to pick up from a city or town in Poland, which I'll be doing on Wednesday. So we kind of had to go. We were planning to take a 4x4. Bear was going to go in convoy. I was going to get CBs. It was going to be like Smokey and the Bandit, only even better, if that's possible. And yeah, we were going to go in convoy and leave the 4x4 at the border with the humanitarian aid workers over there who need a 4x4 to get people out of Lviv. Because at the moment, the roads around Lviv have been bombed by the Russians. And so if you want to get essentially, sorry for the shakes. If you want to get people out of Lviv, you essentially have to drive them out to the outskirts using a 4x4 and then put them on a bus on the outskirts of the 4x4, on the outskirts of the city, in order to get them out of the country. Now, big problems that we are having at the moment. First of all, the refugees that I'm personally, or me and my partner are personally sponsoring to come over have not got their visas yet, and they've been waiting for almost 4 weeks now. This matter was brought up by my MP, Mary Foy, in Parliament today. I actually got my name mentioned in Parliament. My name is now on Hansard for all eternity. And she brought it up in the fact that we've been waiting this long. And our refugees, Katerina and her daughter Annalena, are from Mariupol, so they had to get out of Mariupol using one of the humanitarian corridors that the Russians set up, which were a sick joke a lot of the time. They weren't actually helping anyone get out of there. And they got out, and they're in Lviv at the moment, which is getting bombed still by the Russians. In fact, a few adults and a child were killed just a couple of days ago after shelling in Lviv. It's not a safe place to be. And yet, our Home Office is forcing this traumatised woman and her daughter, 11-year-old daughter, to wait in a war-torn city while they decide whether they're Russian spies or not, essentially. That's the excuse. So it was brought up in Parliament to Priti Patel's ugly, stupid face today, and Priti Patel said, I can't understand parcel tongue, so I don't know what she said, but it was probably something very, very evil. So apparently she's looking into it. She's looking into it, Bear. She's going to get people to look into it. Do you reckon she will?
Of course she will. I mean, she's all for the people and doing what's
awful.
best and what's doing right.
She said she's all for the people. No, she's awful.
Awful to the people.
Yeah, she's awful. She reminds me of one of those little snakes that eats an egg, and you can see the egg in the middle of the snake because it's kind of too big for the snake. Hey, Canal, thank you very much for our 20 Singaporean dollars there. That is really good. Good audio. Thank you very much. I've changed nothing except this is just going out using the YouTube live broadcast. It's probably what I should have done from the start. But I want to be able to go out on Facebook, on Twitter, on Twitch and other platforms. To do that, I've been using Restream, which apparently decides to mess up the audio for some stupid reason. So thanks very much for that, Canal. If anyone else wants to chip in for these journeys, because we don't want this to be the last one, and it might be if we run out of money. We would like to continue doing this for as long as necessary, which we hope isn't very long, but given Russia's stance at the moment, and its rather peculiar idea that it's going to take over the whole of the east of Ukraine, we might be putting up with this shit for a long time, so we might have a lot more jobs to do. Also, we've been hearing disturbing reports from Dr. Gordon on the border, our medic on the border, about a lot of people returning to Ukraine. The reason why they're returning to Ukraine isn't just because of the horrible, horrible situation with the UK visa situation, but also other countries are not making them feel very welcome either. Although Britain is the only country in the whole of Europe that is not allowing refugees to just turn up and apply for a visa once they're there. No, we're not doing that because, I don't know, but we're just the worst. We're just the actual worst. But yeah, a lot of people are apparently going back into Ukraine, which is suboptimal, one might say. One of the reasons why they're going back into Ukraine is because the humanitarian aid centres, like the ones that we went to a few weeks ago in just outside Madaika, inside there's hundreds and hundreds of camp beds and people. Oh, thank you very much, Enzo the God, for £25. Thank you very much, or £20. I can't really say. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Also, when we're broadcasting on YouTube, not only are we full screen, but also we can see the comments. We can see the comments a lot easier. They come up a lot bigger on the screen. And super chats are a lot more noticeable, which is good. Just gonna have a quick drink. So I want to imagine what it's like in the humanitarian aid centre just by Madaika, on the border between Poland and Ukraine. Imagine 600 beds all laid out next to each other in rows in an old supermarket that's had its shelves removed, and the floor space of the supermarket is now just taken up with camp beds, just hundreds of camp beds. And on the camp beds are children, mothers, old people, disabled people, pregnant women, all of humanity is there. And they've all escaped war with just a grab bag, that's all they've got. And basically what's happening in these centres is COVID is spreading like wildfire. Also nits, children getting lice infections, things like that. And it's all pretty goddamn awful. And so people are getting fed up waiting to get taken somewhere in Europe, and so they're leaving the humanitarian aid centre and going back into Ukraine, which, I don't need to remind you, is still at war. And the thing is, you might think, well, it's not so bad in Kiev, it's not so bad in Lviv anymore. I know there's still some rocket attacks, but generally speaking, the British embassy's being set back up in Kiev and Kyiv, and the US embassy's going back. Yeah, that's all well and good, but Ukraine currently has millions of displaced people within Ukraine, and there's not enough room in Ukraine, in the cities in Ukraine that haven't been occupied or attacked so much by the Russians, to house all the people, to house all the internally displaced people. So a lot of people need to come into Europe for a little while, not forever, just so they've got somewhere safe and comfortable and warm to be with their children. And I don't think that's asking too much, to be honest with you, considering the Ukrainians are bravely giving up their lives fighting this Russian aggression on behalf of the rest of Europe and the rest of NATO, because we don't want to get involved, because Vladimir Putin's got nuclear weapons, he's going to use them. He's not going to use them. Guarantee he's not going to use them.
It's too narcissistic to use them.
And do you know what? If I'm wrong, we'll all be dead, so, you know, there'll be no one around to point at me and say, ha, you were wrong, Graham. True story. So, thanks very much for the super chats. All the super chats on this channel are currently going towards the UK4UKR fund, which we are using to pay for fuel mostly, but also all the other things that come with driving all the way to Poland and back, and also the aid that we're taking over. A lot of it's donated by the kind people, especially a lot of this is from Banbury, isn't it, Bear? Tell us about that.
Right, in Banbury, in Oxfordshire, there's a Help for Ukraine, and it's a Ukrainian donation hub, and they've currently taken up what used to be Debenhams. So they reopened Debenhams, and Debenhams have said, yeah, you can use it, and that's what they're doing. A lot of these boxes that you see here are for a group of soldiers that are currently outside Lviv, and they've been holed up there for 2 weeks and rapidly running out of supplies. Not ammunition, stuff like that. It's food, water, clothing, boots. They need new boots and stuff like that. So we've got that for them. They've got tinned food, chocolate bars, water, a lot of water.
Can you press that icon in the bottom left corner? Can you reach that? Wow! Oh, no, try again. Ah, look at that! It shows you the road. Brilliant. We can switch camera angles now. That's kind of cool. And when you pressed it the first time, it went more wide angle. So that's good. So we'll keep it on that wide angle setting next time. That is so cool. We're going over the Dartford crossing, everyone. You can press it back now. There you go. And you press it one more time and it will go to widescreen, so we're not so close to the screen. There you go, see? Look at that! Perfect! Oh, it's nice to have someone else to press my buttons.
So we're gonna meet one, maybe two of the soldiers to give them this stuff. Also taking medical supplies to Medica, and they've asked for a lot of rucksacks as well. But loads of rucksacks. Because people are coming over with the clothes in bin liners or wherever they can put them in, shopping bags. So we brought quite a few rucksacks and holdalls and stuff like that. So So yeah, we're kind of dropping stuff off in Medica, and then we're going down to a place that we can't pronounce, Prejmol, whatever, where the humanitarian aid station is, and meeting these two soldiers who are going to go back to Lviv. So yeah, and then we're going to pick up refugees, bring them back.
Yeah, that's the plan.
So, all in all, all's good.
These guys ain't half bad. No, they're all bad.
But the Banbury Donation Centre has been really good because it's in an area. I work for Chorley District Council, and it's in that area, a part of Oxfordshire. And what they've done is that refugees have come over to the area. They're opening the doors to them and saying, "Look, come over, have a cup of tea. You don't have to sit there in isolation, and you can come and talk to us. And we'll help you with paperwork. We'll help you with translating stuff. Just general things. And they'll also make up little care packages for them, which is kind of cool.
That is nice, isn't it? Where is everyone going the M25? Why is it empty? Do they know something we don't?
No idea.
You get so paranoid when I'm driving. What do they know? What do they know, Bear?
Seriously, M25, and there is
no one.
Hang on.
It's going to be so much fun. Bear's safety belt is really tight and he can't lean forward.
There we go. This is the M25. Has anybody
it's empty
seen the M25 this empty?
This is insane. Where is everyone?
Bloody hell.
Wow, we've got the M25 to ourselves, guys. Maybe there's a zombie apocalypse. Maybe, I don't know, something truly awful has happened. Like, I don't know, Elon Musk has bought Twitter. I don't know, as if that would ever happen. Press the button. Press the button, Max. There you go.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And yes, this is kind of about an inch. It's just ridiculous.
You see, this is a Japanese car, and we think it's designed for the ergonomics of your average Japanese person. And unfortunately, for Bear, he's not much like the typical Japanese person in some respects.
Being 6'6" and 27 stone, yeah, I'm not exactly what you call a small person. No.
He's not dinky. Put it that way. He's not dinky. So we're going to be at the Channel Tunnel, apparently at about 5 to midnight, which is a good 40 minutes after our train leaves. Good stuff. Good stuff, everyone.
You're gonna laugh.
You do have to laugh.
You're gonna laugh.
So yeah, today Bear was supposed to get the 4x4, but we didn't. Well, actually, we were supposed to get the 4x4 on Saturday, weren't we?
Friday.
We got it up Friday.
Yeah.
We had it all worked out. So then we didn't get it on Friday, and it went in for an MOT on Saturday. It failed the MOT on Saturday, and then apparently it failed its MOT again today, I think. Did it? Did it actually come in for one?
He didn't say. I'm going to find out what the hell's going on, because I'm not very happy with it. He kind of prompts me, and he says he's upset as well, the guy that's actually doing it, because he owns a dealership, or he owns quite a few apparently, and he was giving this 4x4 to us at a very big discounted price, and he was going to deliver it free of charge all the way to my house, which is like an hour and a half away from where they are, and he was going to leave it with a full tank of diesel, which I thought was really nice of him. But unfortunately, things have just happened. It went for its MOT on the Friday and failed. It went for a retest on Saturday. Unfortunately, it failed the retest. They missed the bit, so they had to take it back. They couldn't take it back again until Monday, which is today. Apparently, the driver that took it over there had taken the keys home with him, which I thought great, like comedy of errors. And then I get a text later on saying it's gone into the MOT, and then I get another text off him saying, I'm so sorry, I'm gutted about this, but we can't get it to you till tomorrow. So I don't know what's going on. I did say to him, can you call me back, but it was after hours, so I'll wait until tomorrow. If I'm not happy, he can pay me the money back, and we'll go and do something else.
But Gordon said he'll fly over on Thursday to come and pick it up.
Yeah.
He'll fly here, and then he'll drive it back himself.
Yeah.
Which isn't the way that we wanted to do this, but all things being equal, we could have waited maybe till tomorrow, but things aren't equal. We've got a van full of gear that needs to go to the border urgently, and we've got refugees to pick up as well. So
We can't muck about.
there's that. Yeah, and it's a bit frustrating. Anyway, Bear drove up all the way to Durham today. Yesterday you drove to Hemel Hempstead, didn't you, from Banbury to drop these?
Yeah, I went to the Banbury donation centre, Ukrainian donation centre. Very nice volunteers there. They got loads of donations for ourselves to take, and then we were asked if we wouldn't mind taking some donations to soldiers. Apparently they got let down by somebody who was supposed to have taken it. Found out where they were and went, no, not doing it. So we went, yeah, we'll do it. Because with them kind of, we can't, with those kind of people, we are, aren't we? Yeah. So I said, yeah, okay, so. But I managed to get, I'm really surprised, really proud, I actually managed to get 2 pallets worth into my Ford Focus. I'm not too sure how. I'm still surprised. And with me driving. The suspension,
spacious.
trust me, the suspension it did take a bit of pounding.
The Ford TARDIS.
Ford TARDIS, yeah.
Ford TARDIS.
That's put that on the side.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the third pallet we couldn't get in, so very nice volunteer called Joanna and her 2 daughters were helping out at the time. So they put it into their SUV and they followed me all the way to Hemel Hempstead, which was a good 75 mile there, 75 mile back. And they were amazing. So thanks to them.
Thank you.
But yeah, I ended up having to spend Sunday basically loading up these cars and then doing all the inventory and this, that and the other, because we have to have a list, an inventory of everything we're taking over. So to do that, and then just spent the day sort of loading up the stuff wagon. Met Kieran. First time I ever met Kieran. Like Kieran, he's a legend, mate.
Top bloke.
Really top bloke.
Tell you who he doesn't like.
Who?
Boris Johnson.
No.
Yeah,
Don't
doesn't
he?
like Johnson.
That's unusual.
What's there not to like about
You know
Boris
what I mean?
Johnson?
Yeah.
He's such a lovely man.
He's so misunderstood.
Yeah,
You know
he's
what I mean?
misunderstood. Correct, yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't say that without smiling or laughing.
See,
Yeah,
I see him as a praying arsehole, but other people, they look at a guy whose answer to any question is I was very, very drunk. And they think, oh, that's the person I want leading my country. That's the person I want to be doing brain surgery on me. That's the person I want to be flying my plane with my loved ones.
And there are some people out there that actually like him. They actually like the guy. They think he's doing a good job. I mean,
He's not.
why? How?
He's doing
Is
the
that
worst
possible?
job imaginable.
Some deluded people. They really are.
Really are. Anyways, so so you did that, and then today you've come up from Banbury again to this time to Dun.
Yep.
4 hours up, cup of tea, say hello to Catherine and the girls, and then 4 hours back down again. Me, just as a little bit of a inkling into my worthless existence, I got back from the last trip, still haven't finished writing up the last blog entry to the last trip, and I'm going to have to write a blog entry for today. I've been busy this week making the room, my studio, my old studio, which I used to broadcast Hughes at 10 and Hughes the World and other Hughes-related TV show, YouTube shows, converting it into a bedroom, a lovely bedroom for Annalena and Katerina to stay in. So now it's a lovely bedroom with a double bed, a single bed, wardrobes, IKEA. Oh my god.
Not IKEA.
Flat pack. So I've had this great idea for a TV show, mate. Daytime TV show called Flat Pack. Right? And basically you have teams, couples, and they have to put flat pack furniture together the first. And whoever gets it all together the first gets to keep the flat pack furniture. And it gets harder each stage. So the last stage, the instructions are in Japanese. And you can imagine the voiceover getting really, really excited. Oh, they don't want to put that in there. Oh no, they picked up the wrong nut. Oh no, that's the wrong side. They think it's an M16. It's not, it's an M12. Oh, what's it? Oh no, I messed the whole thing up now. They'll have to start again. Come on, mate, would you not watch that? I would. I'd watch that. Call me people who make TV shows. Call me. Sorry. Oh, a little bit of a tangent there. Tiny bit. Anyways, that's what I've been doing. I've been, me and Catherine have been basically turning a grotty little studio into a fabulous, delightful living space for our refugees when they finally get to Durham. As called upon by our wonderful MP, Mary Foy, who's very good. I think she's a good MP. I wrote to her a few months ago about the fact that our community cinema, the Gala Cinema, never has subtitled movies on, which means that my partner Catherine can't go and see films there because she's deaf. And basically, Mary Foy got onto them and they now have subtitle show. It's called the movies.
Nice.
Thank you, Mary.
Nice one.
So when I make a joke about, oh, I'm so annoyed about this, I'm going to write cards. Oh, we're live, we're back.
Oh, we're back.
Sorry. There was a thrilling few moments of reconnecting.
We both said in unison, no!
As though Darth Vader had just cut our hand off and declared he was our father.
Yeah.
As happens now and again.
Search your feelings, you know it too much.
Hey, Bear.
We don't have
Bear.
feelings, we're men.
How does Darth Vader know what Luke's getting for Christmas?
I know.
He felt his presence.
That's just disturbing.
That's a great joke.
It's disturbing.
I told Bear a joke just before we came on air, and he actually burst out laughing. If he'd drinking milk, he would have squirted milk out of his nose. I'm pretty sure of it.
It was a good joke.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got some. Some in reserve.
Every so often he comes out with a good one. He does.
Yeah.
The rest of you just sit there and
Always.
quietly groan.
When you least expect it. Anyways. So yeah, we are heading along the M20 at the moment. We are 40 miles away from the Channel Tunnel. We are due to arrive around midnight.
Yeah, 20's empty as well.
I'm not gunning it by any stretch of the imagination because we don't need to. That was brilliant. Well done, Google. Good one, YouTube, with the timing, the comedy timing. Anyway, right, you're back in. You're back in place.
I'm back. What do you want?
That bag is making a lot of noise, which is upsetting my microphone.
You can.
Let's try and muscle it as
Twix.
possible. Twix will do. Yeah, thank you. Connection is back. Was lost for a minute. Yeah, no cash.
Yeah.
It comes up actually on this. It comes up quite clearly. It says like connection lost. Oh, do you know what? Do you know what else is lost? My fucking Twix. I just lost it down the side.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not going for it.
Got it with my very long solid fingers.
We're still reacting to
My
that.
long slender salad fingers. So yeah. You ever played the confectionery movie game?
No.
Basically, you have to take the name of the movie and have to change one of the words so it becomes about a chocolate bar or any candy or ice cream or sweet. So you can have the Matrix, you can have City Snickers, you can have City Snickers 2, The Legend of Curly Wurly's Gold. You could have the Bourneville Identity. Come play along at home if you like. It's the movie confectionery game. If Willy Wonka made movies, what would they be called? Star Wars. No? Mars and Twix, very good. One flew over the cuckoo's nest like.
Aeroplane.
Ah, very good. Like that. Aeroplane. Happening's aeroplane. Mutiny on the back.
Good one.
Death becomes Hershey.
Yeah, I'll give you
Does that
that.
work?
That works.
A bit American exclusive, that.
Topic Thunder.
Oh, very good.
I need to lie down for that. Topic Thunder, yeah.
The trio of life.
I see that one.
Yeah. It's actually easier to sort of think of a chocolate bar or something and then try and think of a movie than the other way around. I think you got like a movie that's got something to do with gummy bears or something. So if we can think of a movie with bear in the title, and then we can just throw gummy in before the word bear. There you go. Got it. Werner Herzog presents Grizzly Gummy Bear.
I've been cool words.
All sorts quiet on the Western Front.
Oh, no.
No?
Bit much. Too. Marshmallows.
Marshmallows.
No, marshmallow.
Marshmallow.
Marshmallows.
Yeah.
Yeah, marshmallows. Yeah, marshmallows. Mash.
As in MASH?
As in
the
MASH,
film?
yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Oh,
Bit
yeah.
obscure, but I got that.
Yeah. Someone was just asking what we think of Elon Musk buying Twitter. I think it's fucking dreadful. I think it's an absolute abomination. I'm fed up of billionaires controlling the means of communication for the masses, and now he'll get to decide who gets to say what on Twitter, essentially. So he's a money man, he likes money, he does like money, and I get the feeling that he will allow people who give him lots of money to say what they like on Twitter and get away with it, whereas people who don't pay for their Twitter usage, like you and me, we will find our tweets going nowhere, like that tube that they put the messages in on the island in Lost, and it just came out and popped out into the middle of a field for no one to read. That's where your reports are going, that's where your tweets are going. Sorry. You're just not interesting or fabulous.
I do wonder if he can be objective. I don't think he can.
Oh no, he's a nutter. Don't forget, this is the guy who actually tweeted that one of the men involved in the rescue effort of those Thai children who were trapped in a cave, like a remarkable feat of endeavour getting those kids out of the cave. They got them all out, didn't they? They got them all out.
I can't remember.
And Elon Musk called one of the guys a paedophile.
Why?
Because he's Elon Musk and he can do what he likes, I guess. But if you take someone who uses Twitter in that way to, you know, in a very public position to slander someone like that, it's not good, is it?
No.
That's not good. Anyway, still heading towards the chapter. Very slowly. We're now going to get there just after one. So no, I don't think it's a good thing that Rupert Murdoch, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and that horrible little Zuckerberg creep, Mark Zuckerberg, have so much power. I don't think these people should have so. I don't think that one little squishy human being should have vast amounts of power over everything else. That's what I believe, and that's what I believe in. Yeah.
Are we considered freight?
Huh?
Are we considered freight?
No,
Do we got a like border on that at the moment?
we're not freight. Humanitarian aid, mate. Oral declaration.
Yeah.
Oral declaration, mate. Not worth the paper it's printed on. Oh God.
Yes, you called.
Any chance of a virgin birth?
No, fuck
Oh, will you spite my enemies for me?
off. Okay.
Oh, I used to be so smitey. You're not so smitey anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at a bit
You
now.
got soft in your old age.
I'd say more squidgy.
Yeah. But the God of the Old Testament was all smitey. And the God of the New Testament was like, everyone should love each other. And you're like, but hang on, is that the same person? They undergone a very strange.
Yeah, I did all this smoking.
You got all this smoke out your system.
Yeah, I did have my system. I thought, wow, what the hell?
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, God is a bunch of Judy. I just, look at that. No, that's right.
Putin's popping pals. You should do that, your boss. Putin's popping pals. So yeah, this is our third trip down to Madaika on the border. But as I was saying before, the humanitarian aid centre there is absolutely packed to the rafters with refugees, and a lot of them have got nowhere to go because no one to pick them up and take them anywhere. So I'm going to do a little bit of research and well.
Hopefully, bring somebody around. I just thought, you know, I could have brought my car.
What?
I just thought, you know, I could have brought my car, really, couldn't
Your car?
I? Yeah. The Focus.
What? To the border?
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's like 5 seats in there. What, 4 seats?
Oh, you could take another 4 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably would have been good. Oh, I'm mad.
There doesn't seem to be any organisation when it comes to the issuing of visas. There doesn't seem to be any kind of order in it, which I've noticed. I've met quite a few Ukrainian refugees that have been sponsored and come over to our area. And it just doesn't see it. I don't get it. I mean, some have been given theirs like within a week, 2 weeks. Others are still waiting, and they've been waiting nearly a month. So I don't get what the issue is. I don't get how they issue these visas and in what respects that they do, in what order, because there doesn't seem to be any. So it's very haphazard. But then again, Pity Patel's in charge of it, so there you go. She's a biatch.
She is a very loathsome human being.
Very loathsome.
Right, now it says that we've got mad traffic delays after the next junction. Okay, but seriously, there's hardly any vehicles on the road. So why is there mad traffic delays? Unless it's going to push everyone off the motorway.
The lanes are going down into one now, aren't they?
Yeah, but even so, I mean, there's hardly any traffic on the road.
There was a sign that broke earlier, they haven't taken it down.
That last sign said this is the services only, this lane. So sorry everyone watching, I'm going to have to concentrate on the road. You can talk about yourselves. Bear can entertain you.
Yeah. These two, is that way? Looking at this way, it's that way. That's confusing. It's confusing.
It's confusing these days.
I sound bloody confused, you know what I mean? I go down south.
Getting nosebleed if I go this far south. Now, does that mean that I'm to use the hard shoulder or not?
Probably.
This is the area on the map where it's stating quite clearly that there should be massive traffic queues of plus 11 minutes, and we're just breezing through it.
There are no traffic queues. Seriously, it's empty. All we can see, if they're referring to the cones, there's queues of those.
Should we get a stick and stick it out the window and
Knock them all over.
knock all the cones over?
Kieran, we might just do that, mate. I'm tempted now. Seriously, we could knock out loads here.
I know. All you have to do is like get a baseball bat and stick it out the window.
Oh my god.
Right, okay, and now we're going to enter the contraflow system. What's it? Road closed. What? Okay, so that's a sign saying road closed. Now we're getting down to 30 miles an hour. What is going on?
Yeah, this happened last time.
What, we went down to 30 miles an
Yeah.
hour?
Yeah, we did. But don't forget, last time there was a bit of a queue as well.
If I stay at 44 kilometres an hour, because sorry, my speedo's in kilometres, that's about 30, isn't it? Oh my god. This is painful. So the last time I came along here, I didn't come along here because the road was closed, so I took all the little back routes to get to the channel.
What are they doing here?
They're making it all Brexit proof. They're making it all Brexiting.
I'm trying to figure it out last time.
Sorry, 50 kilometres an hour is 30 miles an hour.
It is, yeah.
Not 45.
80 kilometres is 50 miles.
The Malteser Falcon.
Yeah, actually got that one.
Yeah.
The Marathon Man.
Oh, very good.
Well, we used to be called Marathon, you know.
Is it
Before the Americans got involved.
really call you sneakers? We sound like knickers. Marathon was such a manly name. Rosemary's Jelly Baby.
Sitting around.
Mr. Freezy Rider? Mr. Freezy's? No? Anyway.
Let's try that.
Thank you.
Galaxy Quest.
Ah. You just take names of actual movies that do have a convexity in the name.
Yeah. I'm running out of things to think of. So yeah.
Brave Love Heart.
Hundreds and thousands Dalmatians.
Ah, very good.
Week. Not bad.
We bought a Zoom. Is that a we bought a Zoom? Okay.
That's actually a really good one.
That's quite fun, wasn't it?
Oh.
With the little, what's his name? Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Ah, Chalk Ice Cold in Alex. I like it.
Oh.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, I like that
Cold
one.
in Alex.
I like that one. That's good.
Very, very good. Well, that in America, it was called Desert Attack, so they could maybe have Dessert Attack. Dessert Attack.
Mars Attack.
Bars Attacks.
Mars Attack.
Forest Gummy Bears. Forest Flump.
Oh, I missed those flumps.
Forest Flump. I guess you have to be there. Do you know what, there's a huge queue behind me. I feel like I'm going 30 miles an hour with a huge queue of everything behind me. I like the pace car in the Formula One, stopping everyone going at the speed they want to go at. I feel like such a spoiled sport. I really want to just pull over and just let everyone go past me.
At least you're not doing that weaving bit that they do.
Yeah. Well, they can't when there's one lane, and it's a 30 mile an hour average speed zone thing.
I don't know, I've actually seen a boy racer once go through these, round everybody, and go back out again.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think we'll fit. Oh, Brexit comes forever. Do you want to flick the screen out so we can see what we can see? See what we can see. It's just cones.
That's
It's just
all we can
cones
say.
forever. It's like the end of Terminator 2, except more cones. Conan the Barbarian. Oh, no. That's really bad.
No, you can't scream it.
Capricornetto 1.
Actually, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one. That's
Thank
pretty
you.
cool.
Thank you. Very good. Thank you. Magnum Force. Dirty Harry Bow.
Oh,
Come on,
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
That is, yeah.
Dirty Harry Bow.
Don't worry, right?
Yeah.
That's the best ones over.
I'm getting flashed by the HGV behind me for going too slow. Will you piss off me? I'm going at 31. Oh, stay on the M20 for the rest of your life. That's all Nav is telling me. You will never escape.
This is never ending, these cones.
No. Holy monkeys. Every single one of these cones has to be bought by a British taxpayer. Spending their money, spending their hard-earned money on cones for Brexit.
Where do they keep them all?
Cash dummy like Dirty Haribo.
Have to be, it's the best one we've heard so far. Best one we've heard so far.
Oh. Oh wow, what is going on here? have to stop. Is that a stoplight?
Yeah, but it's for that way. It's not for us.
No. That's so confusing.
It's for works traffic.
What is going on? Look, there's a sign over there that says 50. Hang on, is that for us or is that? What was? Oh, mate.
Just speed up to 50 then. There was a sign saying 50 can't get done. This way. No, facing that way. So it's oncoming traffic this way. It's gone back to 30. Nice.
Oh, I see. Yeah, well, you know, I don't know if it'll hold up in court. Unless it appeared on the camera, I guess. But it was a bit too far over that way to actually be seen.
It's a bit confusing, isn't it?
It is. The lobby's still like right on my arse.
Do you have flashing here?
What else have you got in your bag of magic tricks? What have you got? Oh, peppermint arrow, you legend. Did I ask for a peppermint arrow, or did you just know?
I just knew.
Oh.
Everybody likes peppermint arrow.
Yeah. Con arrow.
Yeah.
What a thankless job.
I don't ever think this is never ending. This.
Oh well, at least the people watching this can see where their money's going. Super chats are open if you want to give us some money, or have it over to UK4UKR.com. Number 4. Driving for miles on a motorway at 30 miles an hour.
Is this kind of like the entire length that you're tracking?
Yeah. No, Brexit, mate. There you go, confusing sign on the right there. 50. 50, that one says 50. Meet Joe Blackjack.
That's not bad.
The Fizz Wizard of Oz. Roller cola ball. Roller ball? Roller cola ball? No? Forget that one.
You're gonna go rollerball.
Rolo ball.
Yeah.
Rolo cop.
Rolocop. Yeah. That's a good one.
100 million miles!
Oh, close then.
Yeah. I hope the people watching this are as bored as we are.
Pretty sure they are.
Mesmerised by the cones. This never-ending cone just seems to be bending to the left for a very, very long time. We will bend to the left for eternity. Flip the camera back around.
Yeah.
What time?
There we go.
There we go. Hello. Still here, still driving.
Still bored.
Still bored. Something as well, basically I'm going to have to do the driving from now on, today and tomorrow, because Bert is not insured to drive this vehicle yet, but what we're planning to do is insure him on Wednesday and Thursday. Hopefully it'll only cost 50 quid. Hopefully. Depending on how many points he's got on his licence. Where he lives.
I got 9. I live in East Beirut.
9. Well, you know, it'll still probably be easier for you to get insurance than that it was for me when
I've got a provisional.
put my Liverpool address down and the insurance companies were like, no way! I'm like, what? I'm sorry, you're a Scouser. You can't have insurance to drive this car in Europe.
I thought that was really funny.
But I'm not even literally not going to be driving it in Liverpool at all. Not going to be parking it in Liverpool. Not going to be going anywhere in Liverpool. Literally need this insurance for driving in Europe, not the continental Europe. No, I don't think so. It's a good job. I'm one of them that can use 2 addresses. Oh, I suppose I could use 3 if I used my island address. I actually had someone stay on the island this week.
Have you?
Justina and her boyfriend or husband came over from Germany. Spent 3 days on the island. I asked Ishmael how it went, and he was like, yeah, bueno, man, bueno. He said they were lovely people. So I left them a really nice review on Airbnb. The way Airbnb works is that you can't see the review that they've left you until you leave a review for them, and vice versa. To stop, you know, if someone gives you a bad review, you give them a bad review out of spite back. But obviously, whenever you're waiting to get sort of your first review on Airbnb or anything really online, you're always a bit nervous. But when you weren't even there to witness what went down, it's even more like, oh, please say nice things, please. Marcus and I worked so hard to make that place habitable and slightly awesome. I'm just a bit worried about people going over there going, oh, it's rubbish, there's nothing to do. So like try and make it really clear in the description that there is literally nothing to do on the islands. Disconnect from the outside world for a few days. Just chill out on a boat dock. Sipping gin and tonic, margaritas.
There's no Wi-Fi,
Nicoladas.
there's no Xbox, there's no... Yeah, the whole point is to get away from it all.
Well, there's mobile phone service, so if you've got a SIM card, or you don't mind paying out for roaming data. Roaming data. You're going to have some roaming data involved.
Probably gift cards they don't do that at the moment. They're not charging at the moment.
Yeah, but you only get up to 20 gigabytes in Europe. But the mad thing is that if you get the £15 deal, you only get 20 gigabytes in Europe, in continental Europe. If you get the £20 deal, you only get 20 gigabytes. If you get the £25 deal, you only get 20 gigabytes. If you get the £30 deal, you only get 20 gigabytes. So even though it's unlimited for the UK, if you pay £30 a month, it is still limited in continental Europe to 20 gig. Which is why I got 2 cards. Checkpoint 1 mile. That's not good.
Checkpoint.
Do you want to flip the camera around so we're not filming ourselves? Because you're allowed to have a dash cam. Don't know how they feel about people filming themselves. What are you filming? The road. The road. The lovely road. And ultimately the checkpoint, which is coming up in a minute.
Sounds ominous, doesn't it? Checkpoint.
Oh my god, are they still checking our average speed? Like the automatic number plate recognition unit set up and mapping out how long it takes to get from one to the next. They're actually digging up the road there. They're actually doing something.
What's that actually doing some work? That guy's leaning on a shovel.
Oh good. I love it when they're leaning on a shovel. Thing is though, a lot of road maintenance is just literally waiting for things to happen. You do a bit of work and then you wait for the next thing to happen. Again, there is a sign for 30 and then behind it there's a sign for 50.
Maybe it means between 30 and 50, which is 40.
No, that's the speed limit for that lane, which we weren't allowed to go into. Reasons. But there's been no work on this side, has there? It's all been on the other side.
There's got to be an end to this, surely.
Will it never end?
Oh, there's a sign coming up.
It's a sign, I tell you, a sign.
Ashford and Faversham.
Hello, I'm from Featherstone. My daddy and mummy were brother and sister. I'm from Featherstone. My bottom jaw misses my top jaw by a good 1.5 foot. Okay, what's going on here? Average speed check. Oh my god, there's too many signs to read. Look at all the signs. Red light shows wait here. No red light for me. Let's push on through to the other side. Oh my god, this is painful. Oh, I'm still going at 30? What's going on? till 30. Oh, over the rumble strip. I can see the 50 sign. I'm free, I'm almost free.
It is 50, yeah.
No, but it's 30 still until we hit the 50 sign. At which point, we can put our foot down, yay! But only to 80 and then we have to 80 kilometers. Oh my god, how much quicker does 50 feel after you've been stuck at 30 for so long? Do my lights just flicker off and on?
I don't know, I did wonder.
That's happened to me last time, my lights just turned off a couple of times while I was driving. Literally the lights just turned off. Wasn't great. This guy doesn't care about the average speed cameras.
No, I know that one. One's Dutch, one's Polish.
Oh my god, these are all the lorries that were stuck behind
Austrian.
me, going out their minds, going, why is this guy from New Zealand driving at 10 miles an hour? What is wrong with him?
So German, Polish, and Austrian.
No hard showdown.
That's Polish.
Do you want to camera around this? 12 miles from the Channel Tunnel. I've got one. I've got one.
What?
No country for old Mentos.
Not bad.
Oh, come on! That was a great one!
Well,
No country for... Well, that was really good. Like, no country for old men, but no country for old Mentos.
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, no. It's a good effort.
Oh, that was good. If you thought that was good, people watching at home, feel free to throw in a super chat. Super chat tomorrow. We're going to be driving all night, ladies and gentlemen. Driving all night. On the never-ending trek to Poland and back. Necessitated by Putin's illegal, immoral, barbaric, god-awful invasion of Ukraine, in which he sent all his best soldiers off to Kyiv to take the capital. They all got killed. They had a 50-mile long queue of traffic trying to get into Kyiv. It slowly got picked off bit by bit by the Ukrainian forces. The Russians themselves resorted to cannibalism to stay alive, possibly. And there's been lots of mysterious fires in Russia these last few days. Almost as though some rather large industrial sabotage was occurring within Russia itself. Who knows? It's very interesting that yesterday two Russian oligarchs separately in two different countries decided to massacre their entire families and kill themselves within a space of 24 hours.
Yeah, this is
And they were the third and fourth Russian oligarchs to kill themselves, like Jeffrey Epstein, in the space of the last week, I think.
Something not quite right about
Sorry?
that. Something not quite right about that. Smells a bit fishy.
I think you are. Well, that joke of Ricky Gervais when he was talking about afterlife, and he said, you know, he's thinking about killing himself, but it's just been commissioned for a second season, so I guess he didn't do it. A bit like Jeffrey Epstein. There was a movie that came out last year, you know, that was basically a horror film set in a house that had been possessed by Jeffrey Epstein. Like the most grotesque, like exploitative horror movie you could possibly imagine. Yeah. So that happened. If anyone knows the name of that movie, please let us know in the chat. Have you seen the new Batman movie?
No.
I've not seen it yet, but it's set in Liverpool.
Is it?
Yeah, loads of it was filmed in Liverpool. So there's a shot of them. Yeah, right. Can I go at 70 again then? Can I?
Yeah.
Ooh, let's do that then. This happened last time when we went for a long stretch and there was no sign saying any speed, so I thought I'd go at 70, and then there was a sudden sign for 40.
Yeah, but we're road.
Driving it on British roads at night, on motorways, is fraught with danger. There's lots of traps.
Excuse me.
Silence of the Whams. Highlander toffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Horse whisper.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Thank you. How far have we got? 11 minutes, mate. We've only got 11 minutes. Nearly there. Gonna keep on the train. You sleep on the roof like Snoopy on his doghouse.
Fair enough. Probably I'll roll over and fall off the top.
Yep. Hello, if you're just joining us, it's coming up to the midnight hour here. We are currently on the M20 heading towards Folkestone, the start of the Channel Tunnel, from whence we will, from where we will hopefully travel through to Calais. And then we've got about an hour's drive out of Calais to Belgium. We're going to have a few hours camp in Belgium before setting off for a very, very long day of driving on Tuesday, necessitated by the fact that we were supposed to leave on Sunday night and take it easy, but we've actually left on Monday night, and so we need to get there as fast as possible. Do you know what? We wouldn't have just missed the last. We wouldn't have just missed the last one. We would have missed the next one as well. We haven't just missed the 11:20 one. We would have missed the 20 past 12 if there was a 20 past 12.
Kind of lucky for us then.
What?
Kind of lucky for us then.
Don't drop litter, bid it. Yeah, truck drivers. How come there's no lorries on the M20 now, but the war's still going on in Ukraine?
Because they're queuing up before, weren't they?
And P&O still don't have any ferries, and that DFDS ferry still crashed. They're still being repaired.
DFDS where?
A DFDS ferry clipped the side of the dock wall or something when it was coming out of some port. Some port or other.
You don't know what port?
Nope. Yeah. Well, basically it took the boat out of action. You see all the people who go, oh, it's nothing to do with Brexit, nothing to do with Brexit, nothing to do with Brexit, nothing to do with Brexit. The reason why, as identified by Kieran correctly, and therefore reported in a few of the newspapers with direct quotes of Kieran saying the government, the GVMS numbers were not being given out. So the lorries were waiting for the GVMS numbers so they could get out of the country with their goods. Or they're no goods because you need the GVMS even if you've got nothing in your van. What? Why?
You got nothing in your van, why do you need a number?
Why not? Because of Brexit, mate. You've got to check the stuff coming in and out. Can't be part of a customs union. It's far too sensible. So let's aim to hit the border around 12 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay.
Like midnight. Thing is though, when we get into Europe, continental Europe, we lose an hour. It's always a bit rubbish. That lorry in front of us less than 4 metres high? Oh, it's way more than 4 metres. flick the screen around so we're filming? You got the lights. Just turn it off. Thanks. Thank you, son. Please don't tell me that I suck. 42, 21, 92, 87, 5. Wait. Vehicle not fitted. Number of passengers in the vehicle.
1.
I've got a passenger.
Good evening, Sarah speaking. I'm just going to have a look at your booking.
Okay. You got your passport handy?
No, it's have to give it. Give it a sec.
No, don't get out. Don't get out.
It's in the rucksack.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, this booking was for yesterday.
We missed the 11 o'clock. We were the 11:20.
For
And
yesterday, sir.
yeah, they said we could get the next one at 1:20.
Okay, let me just try. I don't know if this is going to work, but it takes you past midnight now, though, so it takes you into another day.
Oh, well, usually when you miss the one that you booked on, you get the next one.
Let me just check for you, sir. 1 minute.
Okay.
Did the first time we came through.
Sorry?
Did the first time we came through.
I did last time. The last 3 times again. it's a bit mad if they go, oh, you can get the next train unless it passes over midnight.